I thought this would be a simple, beginner-friendly kit, but there were a few things that actually surprised me. This here is the entry grade 1:144 RX-78-2 Gundam. I've heard a lot of good things about the entry grade line, but I've never actually tried one myself. And since this is the original Gundam, it felt like the perfect place to start. Starting with the build itself, this is a really simple kit. You're only getting 4 runners in total, and they're actually segmented by body parts like the head, torso, arms, waist, and legs. So it's easy to follow, and you can quickly tell if you've missed anything. One thing I really like is how the connection points are designed. Instead of the usual sharp gates, they are more rounded, so nut marks are actually quite minimal. Even if you're using basic tools, this kit will still turn out pretty clean. Personally, I still sanded everything down, but honestly, you don't really have to. That said, there are still some more lines, especially on the grey parts, like the joints or the beam rifle. So, if you are particular about the finishing, you will still need to clean those up. There's also noticeable seam lines running down the legs. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something you'll want to address if you're going for a cleaner look. With a bit of cement and sanding, it's definitely fixable. Now, the biggest surprise for me was definitely the color separation. I was fully expecting stickers, but there were none at all. Everything is done through part separations. Even small details like the eyes and the chest vents. And what this means is, straight off the box, the model kit is looking really close to what you see on the box art or the anime. For beginners, this will make the whole build feel more rewarding. And even for someone like me who wants to do more with the kit, this actually saves time later on. In terms of accessories, you're getting the basics, the rifle, and the shield. For this entry grade kit, there are no beam saber effect parts included. It's not a huge issue, but it would have been nice to have at least one pair included. Articulation here is actually better than I have expected. I went in thinking this would be a step down from the high grades, but honestly, it's pretty comparable in most areas. You get a decent ab crunch thanks to the extra segment in the waist, which gives it more range than I've expected. The shoulders were also a nice surprise. They allow enough upward motion to hit poses like the iconic final shooting pose. The elbows, knees, and ankles are about what you would expect from a high grade. Not quite on the level of something like a real grade, but definitely solid for what this kit is. Weakest point for me would be the hip area. Movement there is a bit limited and joint tends to pop out if you push it just a little too far into a more dynamic pose. But overall, stability is strong. It holds its poses well and there's no issue with it leaning forward or backward in a neutral stance. In terms of looks, this kit actually comes out really well with just a straight build. The proportions are clean, nothing feels off, and it really captures the classic original Gundam look. For this price point, nothing here feels cheap. The build looks solid even without any extra work. That said, the accessories are pretty basic, you're only getting the essentials. So if you are looking for a good looking display piece, this definitely delivers. But if you want something more in terms of accessories or playability, you might want to look at options like the High Grade Revive, Origin version, or even the G40. This kit is clearly designed with beginners in mind. Instructions are straightforward, the runner's layout is simple, and overall it's very easy to understand. But interestingly, I actually think this works really well for customizers too. The surface is quite clean, without too many complicated details. so it almost feels like a blank canvas that you can build on and experiment with. And honestly, I don't think that beginners should be limited by the grades. At the end of the day, just pick something you like, whether it's from the box art or the anime, and start from there. Overall, I would say this is an easy recommendation. It's affordable, it looks great straight off the box, and the build experience is smooth with just a few minor issues. Whether you are a beginner starting out or someone looking for a simple kit to experiment on, this is definitely worth picking up. And honestly, once you're done with this, you might even want to check out something like the entry grade New Gundam.